the more work you do in the less time, the higher the intensity. The higher the intensity, the better the results you get with your fitness and your health. This morning we've got an AMRAP for 10 minutes, shouldered overhead, hops over the bar, and then some deadlifting. Let's start the day right. Let's go. First thing, we're going to prime our minds. Choose our first thoughts of the day so we're not just chasing external stimuli. Let's go. So first thing, you're going to find yourself some space to get down in what we call our paleo squat. So feet underneath the hips and then come down into this squat. If you find that uncomfortable, you're going to fall backwards. Grab yourself a counterbalance so that you don't fall. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple rounds of breath work. It'll be a box breath, so an inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and then hold for 4 at the bottom as well, while we prime our minds this morning. So, ready, go ahead and inhale, and hold, exhale, hold, I am responsible. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. I will make time between stimulus and response. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. I have all I need to succeed and we'll make progress. We'll focus on progress over perfection. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And I choose gratitude. All right. Okay. The dog is primed. Time to start moving. Time to get up. So first thing, after we prime the mind, we got to get up. Get this toy out of the way. So what you're thinking here is get down on the floor all the way, and then you're going to get yourself back up. We're starting our day with 2 minutes of burpees. Whoa, that says 10. That's not right. Somebody else was using the clock yesterday. 2 minutes. Just, you can walk yourself down and walk yourself back up. Or you can make it a little bit faster if you're feeling up to it this morning. But let's just start getting the body moving, start getting the blood flowing. Jody, good morning. How are you doing? Vicky, good morning. 2 in a row. Hell yeah. Jason, good morning. Spencer, good morning. How we doing, team? Jody says, oh, Maple. Yeah, she seems to like that breathing exercise, doesn't she? Definitely likes my fingers moving for counting, and she gets very excited. Spencer, Jody, I heard you were making my noises the other day. Oh man, that cracks me up. I like that. Yaroslav, good morning. How you doing today? Jason says, heavy deadlift last night, 5x5, 130 rest at 300. Okay. Well, I guess either some more deadlifting today or something else. I do post the workout in the description for the video, well, however many I get up in advance. But I'll at least have tomorrow's video scheduled the day before, and the workout will be in the description if you care, if you want to avoid doing the same thing twice in a row potentially. Although it does happen where I'll program something and then I won't necessarily look at what we're doing in the gym, and then I'll end up in the gym on a Wednesday or a Friday kind of doing the same thing we did in the morning. But constantly varied, right? Keep the body guessing at what you're doing. Keep changing it up. All right. There's 2 minutes of burpees. Next. Still a little phlegmy, but we're getting through it. Feeling better this morning. Jason says, I know, it was Kendra's. Blame Kendra. All right, so next, we get standing march. Bringing the knee above the hip if you can. A straight standing leg on the bottom. There we go. I think we've got some power cleans at the gym today. Yaroslav, I'm sure you're going to get that soon. And then it was an open workout repeat. Like I have on my head 23.4 or something. I think it was 14 minutes. 60 cal row, 50 toes to bar. 40 wall balls, 30 power cleans, 20 muscle ups. Something like that. All right, feet underneath the hips. And we'll go to our good morning. Just sending the hips back. Ideally neutral spine. Squeeze the butt, the top. Oh, feeling those pistols. Anybody else? Glutes a little bit sore? Oh yeah. We did it yesterday then. Who knew? I mean, I guess I felt it during those pistols. But I'm actually a little bit tender this morning in the glutes. It's nice. I like it. All right. Okay. From there, just standing on one leg. You can move that other foot around. The more range of motion you get moving around there, the more the hip is going to work. But even just standing there, maybe a little bit of like semicircles with the other foot. A little bit of rotational stability happening in that opposite hip. And switch sides. You can always do the hip lowers and raises. I'm just going to do these on this round. I'll probably go with more of a hinge on the second round. Couple more here, and then we'll go to our Spider-Man lunge. Couple of those. Okay, so for the Spider-Man lunge, hop into a plank position, take one foot outside the hands, and you can just move around in some circles. You can go forwards, backwards, side to side. Yaroslav says, I'm getting mentally ready for the open 23.1 in the gym. Right, 23.1, that's what it was. Yeah, that's, I feel like I remember doing that one. I think most people got stuck at the muscle ups at the end, obviously. After 14 minutes of fun, getting 20 muscle ups at the end. No shortcuts. Yes, sir. Checking in first time. Good morning, no shortcuts. Tell us about you. Do you work out? If not, what are your goals? If so, what kind of training do you do? We're here every morning doing functional movements at high intensity, and we change it up every day. Every day. Today we've got an AMRAP, which means as many rounds as possible in 10 minutes of some shoulder to overhead with a dumbbell or a barbell or your arms, whatever you got, and some hops over whatever it is you're lifting, your barbell or your dumbbell. It's going to test your pacing so you don't go too fast and crash and burn. It's going to test your endurance, your cardiorespiratory endurance for 10 minutes. And then we've got some deadlifting afterwards. Spencer says, no shortcuts. You got it. Spencer, we're deadlifting today, and I think we're going to go sumo because I know it's your favorite. I was thinking about that, and somebody else was talking about sumo and it being dumb. Who was that? I feel like you were talking to them, maybe. But I think about it, and like I deadlift things sumo on the farm, like in real life. Like oftentimes, if something's big, I'm putting it between my legs to pick it up. So we're gonna sumo every once in a while. We'll change it up. Okay, I've spent a lot of time in there, whoops. Okay, next one, we'll go all fours for the T-spine rotation. We'll go hand to hand, and then hand to ceiling. Oh, 2 cracks in a row. Nice. Although it's lumbar spine. So no shortcuts. We're just finishing up our warm-up here. Got another 4 minutes or so. We generally finish the warm-up around 5:15. And then we'll do a workout explanation. We'll talk about scaling options. Then we'll get started with that. And then we've got our extra work afterwards today in the form of some strength. Okay, and then up for some air squats. The feet under the shoulders, toes out maybe slightly if necessary. Keep the knees in line with the feet, hips below the knees at the bottom if you can. Let's go there. Oh, come on, hips. Oh, cracky knees today. Listen to that. Come on, knee. The joints like 5 a.m. They do. Okay, round 2. We'll go with the knee or the hip rotation. You can come up from the front, out to the side and down. And then up from the side, out in front and down. Try to keep the torso pointing the same way. Definitely still some phlegm in the lungs. A little bit of rasp in my breathing. Excuse me if you can hear it. The next one we'll go with our staggered stance. Good morning. Basically lining up the toes of one foot with the heel of the other. And then just getting back to that good morning, trying to straighten out the front leg, feeling the hamstring on that front leg, and then squeezing the hips at the top again. And push that range if you don't feel the hamstring at all. I'm going to read your comments in a sec there. Switch it up. If you find one is tighter than the other, you can always get more reps on that side than the loose one. Second round, we'll go step back lunges instead of Spider-Man. So a long enough step back so that front shin stays nice and vertical. And you can press off of both feet evenly. Excuse me. I'll get 10 or so there. Some thoracic spine rotations, air squats. And then we're through the warm-up. Feeling warm. We'll do a little bit of shouldered overhead prep and some hopping prep before we actually do the workout. A little specific warm-up. Okay. Let's go, instead of the T-spine rotations on this one, we'll do a little shoulder prep. So you're going to hinge at the hips, and we're going to go with a Y. So you can take the arms up overhead, in line with the body. Let's get 10 there. And I'll start warming us up for our shouldered overhead a little bit. Thinking about pulling the scapula down the spine, down the back, your shoulder blade down your back as the arms come up. Okay, and then last set of air squats. I'll get 10 or so. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if you can hear those cracks. 5, 6, 7, 8, crack, 9, and 10. All right, let's chat about this now. No shortcuts. Says, yes, sir. About to hit the gym for an hour. I'm now doing weight training one day, and the next day sprints or long distance runs, switching back and forth. Megan says, good morning. Good morning, Megan. Jason, bet you never have to walk on your hands on the farm. Haha, not always functional. You really don't like walking on your hands, do you, Jason? A lot of value. When you're upside down, you lose your balance. You want to have that capacity. Spencer, Jody, I have great news today. I can catch up on sleep soon. Oh, that's exciting. Does that mean you're killing the diet? Diet over? No shortcuts. Yes, sir. Enjoy your workout. I'll have to join in for the warm-ups. I can definitely use them before I start my workouts. Yeah, join us for a workout sometime. I think you'll, if you've never tried combining the two, in essence, your strength and conditioning, give it a go. Give it a go. Obviously, if you got very specific strength goals, then so be it. But if you want fitness, insane. All right, so today's workout, I'm probably going to switch around this hat, but we'll chat first here. So 2 movements for 10 minutes, as many rounds as you can in those 10 minutes of some shoulder to overhead and some hops over whatever you're using to put over your head. Options for the shoulder to overhead are and you can use obviously a barbell, a stick, a dumbbell, a kettlebell, whatever you've got at your disposal, a bumper plate, doesn't matter. First option is just a press. No legs involved. You just take the bar from the shoulder or the stick or whatever you're using from the shoulder straight overhead. Option number 2, get the legs involved for a push press, dip, drive press. Ideally, the bar is going straight up and not going around my hat, but I'll move that in a minute. And then the third option, the most complex but the most efficient, is the push jerk, where you're gonna dip, drive, move under the barbell or dumbbell or whatever it is, and then stand it back up. You can mix and match these through the workout. You can stick with one, whatever you want, right? Just get that bar 2 overhead, locked out, in line with the body, stabilized, stood up fully before it comes back down. What we don't want to get is I don't even know what that is. So from there, if after your shouldered overheads, you're gonna put you can't even see that, but put this down, you can see it there, and then you're gonna hop over it. You can rebound it and go quickly, but the barbell is obviously gonna be higher than that, or turn and face it, jump, turn and face it, jump, whatever you want. Whatever option is challenging for you. I mean, in 10 minutes, they're all gonna be challenging, so I'm not concerned about that. Just to show, if you don't have a barbell, there's a dumbbell, press, push jerk. And then if you're gonna go with a single object, then just maybe aim for half per side. So 5 on the right, 5 on the left. And just switch it up like that. Okay, so let's start getting set. In terms of weight selection, think about something for the shoulder to overhead that's gonna be, you're probably aiming to go unbroken, but it's gonna be challenging, right? I don't want it to be so easy that you're popping out 10 no problem, but I also don't want it to be so hard that you have to break it up. I'm gonna want to put it down, but ideally I'm going to not do that. So let's take a minute, get your weight set up, warm it up, right? Test it out as you're going, and we'll get started in a couple minutes here. While you're doing that, hit the like button, hit the little, I'm gonna keep calling them emojis, the bottom there, little heart and the happy face and all that stuff. Hit those if you like this, and maybe we'll see some more people. Although, I was thinking about this and I was talking to Jody about it yesterday. I've just learned that on YouTube, I'm gonna turn this around, that on YouTube there's like a live feed in essence, especially if you're watching on a vertical on a phone, and you can scroll through them. But if you're not vertical, it doesn't show up there. Interesting, eh? Morning, Jabes. All right. Morning, Jabes. Spencer says, I tried live again, but the Wi-Fi cut the connection after 4 minutes. That's frustrating. I was actually thinking about that yesterday, Spencer, just because obviously you do a lot of editing every day. That what would it be like to, maybe once or twice a week just go live while you train? I know that's quite a long time, but I think your community, your followers, they'd hop in and you'd end up getting like hundreds of hours of watch time during that live. So I don't know, might be a neat idea. Save yourself some editing and rack up a little time, especially if you did it vertical. I think if you streamed vertical and people could just all the scrollers, all the haters could just scroll through there and drop in, you would end up with a ton of engagement. Like I was just saying, those vertical ones, I think maybe what I'll do at some point is once a week stream vertically doing something else, just so to get some of that attention, some of that, whatever the word is. Just because there seem to be a lot of people that you can just, if you scroll, they just pop up on your phone as opposed to you having to find it. I know I'm not making a lot of sense there. James, Adam, wow, you took off your shirt. That's cool. So cool. So cool. It's getting warm. So that's why that is there. Okay. Let me know what weights we're choosing, team. What are we doing? Jabes, if you appreciate it, I appreciate you, man. I'm thinking somewhere between 105 and 135 here. Probably closer to 105. Jody, Jason, Yaroslav, what weight are you guys using? Yaroslav, are you working out, or are you just hanging out until you gotta go? Are the boys working out this morning? Okay. Oh yeah, that's different. I think 115 is where I'm going here. This is gonna be a lot of heavy breathing this morning. Hopefully not too much wheezing. Jody says, Jason, he can live stream handstand walks doing fun work. Yeah, right. Wait, Jabes, I'm shirtless with silver shorts and barefoot. You too? We're doing the same thing? Oh, you said. Jabes says, Adam, you're copying my style, huh? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm shirtless just like you always. Haha, let's get it. I've seen your videos, Jabes. Keep up that work, man. All right. I think we're good here. Jody says, Bella bar from rack 55. Nice. Nice. Okay. That looks pretty clear, eh? Do a quick mic check here before we go. And then we are good. Check, check. Video check. I haven't had static in a while, eh? Maybe it's just not being on my shirt. I think that might be the key. Or even. Nice, James. All right. Let's do this. So we're going 10 minutes. As many rounds as you can get in that time of your 10 shouldered overheads. And then 20. Ooh, like those. Let's just, if you haven't warmed it up, get yourself 10 calf raises and then 10 hops. Just before we start hopping over stuff for 10 minutes. All right, ready to go, team? Let's do this. 10 minutes of fun here. 10 seconds. Hopefully we won't need any chalk, but open that. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions, each new update that you're worsens. Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems, just a favor. I've got my own issues, a comb to get through. Don't need to
Oh shit.
you. Just go get your own
That's gonna hurt.
tissue. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign.
Oops.
A sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign.
Okay, that's one. Holy crap.
That's it.
I can do 10 rounds.
Next time you sing along, trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth. Put there to make
I gotta slow down the barbell.
Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid.
Megan says I'm tired watching. Come on, Megan.
Don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit. I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign. A sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign. A sign. I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient. Hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown. Get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, I'll diss my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, the losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign. A sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign. A sign. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. With all that different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign. A sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign. A sign. That's it, the end of the song. Next time you sing along, trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth. Put there to
that's
make
3.
you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit. Give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this.
Over halfway.
I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't need shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place. them if you choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign. A sign.
That's 4.
Losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign.
4 minutes.
Oh,
come on.
There's no mercy in
Holy
this
moly.
world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissues.
Holy shit.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you sing along, trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give, don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
That's 5. 2.5. Last quarter.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody
Maybe go.
in the world blind? Please, Lord,
Oh my God.
give me a sign, a sign.
Maybe go.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient. Hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing. Sold out shows with 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown. Keep my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, the loose shit is stupid. If you choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh. I feel like I'm losing my
Go ahead.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Last minute.
There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different
6.
vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
5 seconds.
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. That's
Time.
the end of the song.
Time.
Time to sing along.
Oh God.
There's nothing wrong, I just need to carry on. Cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give, don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
Great work, team. I think that was 6 and 16 for me. How many did you guys do? Jody, Jason, Megan, Yaroslav. Holy, massive tick. No way. No way. Holy shit. Here, I'm gonna show you this thing.
Everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient. Hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think.
Look at this. Look at the size of that tick. Holy. Check your dogs, dudes. Tis time. Are you guys still there? Everybody survive? Anybody? Oh, okay. Some people are here. Crooked Peach, good morning. Good morning, how you doing? Holy. Crooked Peach, do you exercise? Do you work out? And if so, what does that look like? Maple, stop. Check. Yaroslav. I had to go to the gym. My kiddo was on round 5. Amazing. Crooked Peach, good morning. I'm still in bed. I like it. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for checking in. If you want to get up, we're going to do some deadlifts now. Jody, did you survive? Where are you at? Are you still there? Okay. Running around after these animals, gardening and dancing. I like it. Crooked, if you ever want to build a little bit of extra capacity, so that those farm tasks are always easy, especially as we age. I live out in the country and there's lots of farmers, and a lot of people will say, hey, I'm farming keeps me fit, that's my exercise, that's my workout. I think what you need to keep in mind is that you need a buffer, right? If my farm tasks take this much work, I want to have a buffer above that so that my risk of injury is low, right? If some physical task comes up that is above my normal daily requirements, I have the capacity for it because I'm building that extra capacity, right? I look at raising these animals and farming kind of as sport, right? It's the expression of the fitness. So I'm really trying to build capacity so that the farm tasks or playing with my kids or any physical task that I've got to do, I've got that extra buffer for safety and capacity. So, when we're going to deadlift in here, ideally I'm going to deadlift more than I'm going to have to lift outside on the farm in the real world, right? So I've always got that buffer. Crooked Peach, I'm still in the process of healing my body, Adam. I was very sick for 3 years ago, couldn't get out of bed. Hey, well, good for you for making that progress. I'm assuming growing your own food has been part of this healing process. That's awesome. I used to bodybuild a long time ago. Oh, no way, Crooked. So did I. And now I know better. Now we do functional training. Missed a couple things here. Jody says, that was horrible, terrible, and painful, and I almost died. Yet here I am another day stronger. I think keeping the barbell unbroken was so taxing that it just took so much out of you. Pulsing Iron, good morning. Another good session for you this morning. Great job, Max. You guys check out Pulsing Iron's channel, get some more calisthenics volume in there. He looks way better than I do. Jody, I may have screamed at you a couple times. Jabes, Adam, what is your dog's name? This is Maple, like the maple tree, maple syrup, maple dog. Jabe says, Max, you ended up your stream. Yeah, he's on there twice a day. Yes, growing my own food, reading real food, and taking vitamins where I need them has healed me. Awesome, Crooked. Awesome. Okay. Megan, did you do it? How was it? I like that huffy puffy face. Is that what that is? Okay, so let's talk slippery floor deadlifts here. So you'll see on there I've got 4 reps. And I know that for some reason, those of us that, are used to strength and conditioning, I feel like we're always used to odd numbers, 1, 3, 5. So I figured we'd mix it up and go 4 reps today, every 90 seconds for 7 sets. And you can go sumo or you can go conventional, I don't care. So say you don't have a barbell, but you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell or a dog or something. You're just gonna take that weight between the legs, hinge at the hip, contact the ground with a little bit of knee bend, and then drive up and squeeze the butt at the top. Same thing if using a barbell, hands inside the knees. Get out of the way, Maple. I'll show you a couple maybe. So I'm gonna set up just outside my squat stance, hands inside the knees, and then just driving with the legs, squeezing the butt at the top. Trying to touch the floor very gently so you don't wake up people in your house. So let's take a couple minutes here and build up to something challenging. You can increase the weight through the sets, the working sets, but let's try to get something somewhat challenging on the bar to start. And then if you want, you can increase as you go. So let's start doing that. If you're already set up, make sure you're subscribed and liked. Hit those little emoji things at the bottom. And don't forget, November 11th, we're gonna be at the gym doing lots of step-ups. And then I'll be streaming all day for a world record attempt to burpee pull-ups in 12 hours. Not myself, but a member of our gym. So I'll keep reminding about that, but if you want to hang out and watch a lot of burpee pull-ups, ideally 4,000 of them, and mark that. It is wet here. I feel like I should put something underneath those so I don't make the noise, but oh well. Never gonna look back. Another couple minutes. Swear I was but the last. Remember, heavy is all relative, depending on your training background and your time off, how often you train regularly. Choose something that is relatively heavy, right? A little bit more than you're used to doing. It doesn't need to be what I'm doing. It doesn't need to be what Spencer's doing. Just something challenging that's moving you forward. Kenneth, good morning. You want to do some deadlifts? Let's go. Maybe one more warm up here, and then we'll get her moving. That descent and like touching the floor gently is the hardest part. I feel like I would lift 10%, 20% more if I was in the gym and not concerned about that. I'm gonna put a mat down so I don't slide. All right. Okay, team, I think I'm pretty much good to go. So if you are ready, we're gonna get going here. Spencer, can you spare a couple pads for Adam so he doesn't wake up the kiddos? Spencer says ribbit. like a frog. Okay, what do we want here? Intervals, 7. And we want 90 seconds. All right, so 4 reps every 90 seconds for 7 sets. You can increase as you go if you want. I may need some chalk. All right, let's do this. We'll get some, turn that up a little bit. Frog stance deadlifts. Sure, but they blew away in the wind. I don't know what a frog stance deadlift is. You're gonna have to show a video of that, Spencer. All right, team, let's do this. 10 seconds. First set of deadlifts. Coming up. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. I like that. I generally do better touch and go. So I'm gonna go with basically a dead stop and almost reset the bottom there just because I can use more of that. You can choose whether you want to go touch and go or pause and reset the bottom. Jabes, Coach Adam, where do you live? In what country? I live in Homestead. I live in Canada, Jabes. I'm in Ontario, Canada. Land of the winter. Oh, I'm doing frog stance right now, Spencer. What does that mean? Okay, what's the difference then? Am I just wider than sumo? Is that what you mean? I'm very curious. Explain. Explain. I was watching a, let's do the set first. All right, 5 seconds. I want to know what I'm doing here, Spencer. I'm curious now. Go ahead. I guess I'm kind of like set up like a frog, I get that. But what's sumo then? Or you just call them the same. I feel like we've done this before, haven't we? There's 2. Never gonna look back. Swear with the last. Peach, Virginia. Yeah. Spencer, narrow sumo. People refer to as frog. Oh, okay. Jabe says, I was in Canada last summer. I went to Buffalo. Buffalo is in the States. It's in New York. Or did you just come through? You came through Canada to go to Buffalo? Oh, shit. Shit. Dang. Procrastination, go. Jesus. I need to do some chalk now. Spencer, I think just wider is more traditional. Oh, I get you. I'm following. I use the same stance you. Arms straight down, legs as close to arms as possible. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you'd go intentionally wider. I get, obviously, like sometimes I'll pick something up on the farm that wide, but probably less common than, I guess, what we're calling frog there. 30 seconds. And KDL, The the burpee pull-up is November 11th. So we're gonna do AMRAP step-ups in the morning for Chad, and then he's doing burpee pull-ups for 12 hours. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. That's good. If you've been with us for a bit, Jody, I'm sure you're probably noticing this right now, that when we do deadlifts as part of the initial EMOM there, or our first thing, that they feel stiff, but these feel fantastic. I'm just nice and warm and everything feels good. Definitely the benefit of doing the strength work after you get really warmed up. 30 seconds. Good old changing weights, fun part. 20 seconds. 10. Maple, stop. 3, 2, 1. Oh, mixed grip sumo is 20. Two more sets. Normally don't go double overhand hook there, but the mix on the sumo feels kind of funny. Or frog, I guess. Maple. Stop it. 30 seconds. Just changing weights the whole time. $15. Need to open up the next chalk. 10 seconds. Second last set coming up. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Maple, go away. Shifty on that one. That's getting heavy. Thumbs. That hurt the thumbs. One more set. Stop it, Maple. I may have to mix the grip on the last one. We'll see. We'll see. It's all my weights except for the reds. Well, and the high temps. All right, last set coming up here, team. 15 seconds. Ten. Scraping my shins there. Maple, stop. 3, 2, 1. Go away. Maple, stop. We did it. Oh, the thumbs. Holy crap. Yeah. Alright, team. Hell yeah. Get out of the way, dog. Woohoo! Alright. Jabes, take off, man. Going back to sleep. Have a good day. Sorry, I didn't mean to say take off there. Take care was what I meant to say. Alright. Let's cool her down a little bit here. Let's just read your... Stop it. Stop it. Jabe says, great frog stance, buddy. There you go, Spencer. You're teaching the kids. Fury Warrior. Good morning. How you doing? Do you work out? What do you do? Tell us about you, Fury Warrior. Jabes, did you the frog stance? Yeah, I guess so. According to Spencer, I did the frog stance. Good job, Spencer. Mixed grip. Feels like you're gonna twist more. Yeah, I definitely. I normally mix grip when it gets heavy on a conventional deadlift, Spencer, but that felt more twisty for sure. Yeah, so I just double overhand hooked it to answer your question, Jody. It was uncomfortable on the thumbs for sure. What do we end up there? What's that? 195. Is that 105, 195, 245, 265, 275. I'm okay with that. Did you say why do your thumbs hurt? Yeah, just from the hook grip. I don't normally hook grip deadlifts. I normally mix grip it, but as I was saying there, the mix felt funny on the frog stance. Okay, Maple, don't bite that. Okay, let's cool down here. I think it's pretty incredible how we can recover from something like that first part and go ahead and feel pretty good on some heavy stuff afterwards. Okay, we're gonna do the lazy, well, not really lazy. We're gonna do a little posterior chain stretch / anterior chain activation here. Just with sitting leg straight. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll have even more fun with this and we'll go with a straddle. I feel like Spencer's probably got some like hidden straddle skill in him. So go ahead and take the feet out as wide as you can. If you need to take the hands behind you, so be it. Maple, you're knocking over my stuff. If you can, take the arms out in front, but personally that's not where I'm at with this yet, so I'm gonna go arms behind and trying to basically push forward a little bit, open up the legs a little more. We'll hang out here for a couple minutes. Tasharia, good morning. How you doing, lady? Did you already do your prime your mind and get into your paleo chair with the 5 a.m. squat club? Tasharia, tell us what's going on today. What do you got on the docket? And tell me when you start that Millionaire Next Door, because that is, it's a good one. You're making me think about it with the, I think you were saying a quote on the psychology of money. I don't remember what the quote was, but it made me think of that Millionaire Next Door. And the main takeaway from that book is that the people that look rich are not. And it's the people that you don't think are rich, that are driving the 10-year-old used car that they take care of, and they're not buying fancy things, and they don't look rich. They just have stable incomes and they save, and that's what really rich people look like. I mean, obviously there are extravagant rich people as well, but the average millionaire does not look like what we think they look like. So, pretty good book. If you have the time to get on that one, Tasharia, I think you'll like it. And anybody that's interested in, like fixing their finances, getting their financial health updated. She's reading Psychology of Money, and then Richest Man in Babylon. Richest Man in Babylon is another excellent one. It's more of a parable, more of like a fictional story that teaches you about money versus Millionaire Next Door, which is more, a little more practical, I guess, a little more these days. And then if you need more, Unshakable by Tony Robbins is an excellent basic financial book as well. Since I'm talking finances right now. Jody, he's not using herd thumb tape. Megan, the day you see me wearing thumb tape is the day you see me wearing a belt and weightlifting shoes and grips and shoes, period. But if I were to wear it, I'm sure I'd get it from Herd. How about that? Although I'm very, very new to Herd. I'm unfamiliar with them, right? I mean, I'm not unfamiliar. I've seen John on a couple podcasts recently, but he's new to me. Okay, let's get out of this position. Jody says, Tasharia, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. I was thinking about, to be honest, when you showed up, Tasharia, yesterday, and I did that silly dance, I was thinking about it later, and I was thinking about the dance that you do. You want to see me try it? Ready? It's like, where are we here? It's like this. It's just like a squat, isn't it? I don't even know. You just drop it. Oh, I'm too sore for that. That's not going to work for me right now. Oh. Okay. Tasharia, greetings everyone. Hell yeah. Megan just wrapped my delicate little thumbs. Well, it's just like anything, Megan. The more you develop the callus, right, the more you focus on not using those things. It's just like when people first start the hook grip, they're like, I can't hook grip, it hurts so much. And then once you start doing it, you're hook gripping like your steering wheel, and you're like hook gripping your dog, and like everything gets hook gripped after that point once it gets comfortable, right? So it's just exposure. But yeah, I don't normally hook grip the deadlift. Okay, so we got a little hamstring there. We got some shouldered overhead. Let's do the, I don't think I should be dancing. It's probably a bad move. So what we're going to do is just the old school one arm over the back and one behind. And you're trying to grab your fingers behind you. As you can see, I'm not very good on this side. My shoulder blade is winging out. But let's hang out there for a little bit and we'll switch sides. And then we'll call it. Megan, I make my sons hook grip everything to get used to it. I love it. Do they lift, Megan? How old are your boys, and are they like starting any kind of strength training or fitness yet? Oh, shoulder. Hey, this internal rotation of this shoulder is not happy. Let's go ahead and switch. We'll probably do 2 sets of each. See, for me, this one is much easier. And I don't think that shoulder blade sticks out as much yet. Internal rotation on the left is much better than the right. You may find that your dominant side is more damaged. I think that's kind of what it is here, is that right side doesn't like to turn because it's had more damage to it, it being the dominant arm. All right, so as we start to shut her down here, I do have a couple clips, I think, coming up. I'm not sure. I think there's a couple clips of the girls. And then I may have a clip. Oh, I think I've got a clip of the Llamas as well. But as we start shutting it down here, I don't know if I had any closing thoughts, but intensity. I mean, you guys get it already, because you're doing it here with me. But you know, if you know somebody who's got fitness goals and they're trying to, you know, split it up, you know, today's strength day and tomorrow's cardio day, and maybe as a result they're not getting in as much as they'd like, or they're not getting the results that they want. You know, the idea of intensity, you know, I'm not trying to just make this cardio, right? I want to make 2 movements that are, you know, call it complementary enough that they don't interfere with each other, that you're still getting good benefit of each movement, even though you're kind of doing them back to back with little rest, right? You're getting it with the heart rate elevation, but you're not getting too much interference, right? The movements that I'll program will always be a little bit different so that it's not the same thing back to back, so that you can recover a little bit and get good work done on each movement without them interfering too much with the other, if that makes any sense. Megan says they do. Ages 15 and 14, they do mama's programming in football. Hell yeah. Do they work out at home, or do they have a gym at school, or what does that look like? Where are they doing the programming? And do you guys ever work out together? I feel like that would be fun. I don't know if that's what it's going to look like with my girls, if they're going to be into working out with dad or what, but I feel like that would be the goal. Like, I would love that. Spencer, is your daughter into exercise yet? What are her thoughts on what you do? Is she just like, oh, dad's crazy? Or like, yeah, I wanna lift some heavy shit too? Where is she at? All right, so let's look at our, let's see what kind of clips we got here today. All right, we might as well just have this. So the other day, I moved the sheep into this new spot. You can't see it, but they're separated right now. There's a fence in between those two llamas, because we moved them the other day, and Leandro, the white one, decided that he didn't want to stay where they were, so he just ran right through the next fence, which is the one he's standing on the other side of right now. And like, he's so trained to it that he won't come back. So he accidentally ran through it, and then he came back and was like, oh shit, there's a wire here. So he had been in a slightly, llama drama is right, Megan. They're pretty ridiculous, these guys. They are well trained to it, but they're tall, and they don't always look when they get excited and they run around. So as you can see, they've been basically communicating with each other over that wire, and sometimes they'll grunt and they'll spit at each other, and it's pretty funny because he's like, hey, what are you doing over there? I'm sniffing your junk. And the other guy's like, I don't know, why are you over here? So they're pretty strange dudes, but pretty entertaining nonetheless. And then the ladies are like, we just want grass. And I think I've got here my excuse me, Kenneth, the more they see you doing it, the more they will be into it. Right, yeah, with the kids. Exactly. That's the goal, is that, after when I'm done in here, my wife comes in and she works out, and the kids oftentimes either hang out with her or they watch. And then we bring them to the gym at least once a week, right? So they get to see all the people working out, making a better situation for themselves. So, okay, next, this is my younger one pushing my older one in a stroller. I just thought it was funny to watch, and I've got another one in slow motion. I didn't intentionally take it in slow motion, but after I saw it, I figured I'd keep it because it's pretty funny. So here's the second one where she's in slow-mo. I'll turn up the audio. Crash. Ditch. Watch the slow-mo run. There's my mom. Whoa, there is still a lot of phlegm in there. Jesus. Okay. That's cute, eh? Cute. So, yeah, that's my mom that beats me every day at the gym because she probably overscales. I don't know if she's watching. I know she watches these, but I don't know if she gets to the end. So, Mom, you got to lift a little heavier so I can't, so I've got a chance to beat you sometimes. All right. Jody says, oh no, ouch. I don't know if that was referring to the kids crashing into the couch. I don't know. Megan says, I am as me. The boys do sentinel training, cardio, and let's say it's rough for them. Should be rough, right? That's the goal. All right. So let's take a quick, start shutting her down here. Remember, after we carve out this time, right? Whatever your goals are, whatever your, you know, missing accomplishments are in life, your missing legacy, whatever it is that you want to have at the end of your life or enjoy during or, you know, be known for, whatever it is not going to happen unless you take action. Right? And it's not as intimidating or as overwhelming as we make it out to be when we think of our big goals, because the way to get to those big goals is to break them down into daily action steps. Ouch to the llamas, precious to the girls. Nice. Right? So take that big goal, and it's realistic if you determine what the daily action that's going to get you there is. I love digging into that stuff. So if you ever want to chat about, hey, how do I define my daily action, or even how do I choose my goal? Hang out. Let's chat about it. Ask questions. Ask me on Instagram. Join the school group, school community. There's a link down there somewhere. It even says it at the bottom here. So don't just work out, right? Take the steps towards the life that you want, because you only have one and time's going to run out. Right? So make it what's important to you. Take those steps. Make it happen. Right? You are the type of people that if you're disciplined enough to get up 5 o'clock and beat yourself up every morning, the other stuff is easy, right? Taking action towards your goals is simple. Nothing compared to this. All right, on that note, mañana, what do we got? Tomorrow. Let's see what is on tap for Thursday. By the way, Friday is Halloween. I know I won't be able to see you, but put on your costumes. I'm going to have some sort of costume. Whether I'm going to be able to work out in it or not, I guess we will see. But I'm going to do it. All right, so tomorrow, for Jody, overhead squats and V-ups. And then our hang work. So maybe our single or monkey bars. V-ups and overhead squats. Sounds like a good day. And then some hanging. Perfect. All right, team. So, tis the time. Go get your homework. Have yourselves a fantastic Wednesday. Right? Go make progress. Let's go. Megan says, have a great Wednesday, 5 a.m. team. Hell yeah. Right? Go accomplish your goals. Don't just drift. If you are addicted to looking at that cell phone and wasting time and feeling guilty about it, make your progress first. Assign yourself that work. And then if you need to stare at that thing, it doesn't feel like you're wasting your life. All right? Click the heart button or 100 or a couple times here before we run away. Let's get a little more engagement here before we ship off. And I just, before we go, always need to say I appreciate you guys. I really do. If it weren't for you guys, this would be so much harder. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And I hope you hope you have a great Wednesday. And I hope to see you tomorrow for overhead squats, V-ups, and some hang work. Thanks for the hearts, team. Love it. All right. Have yourselves a beautiful Wednesday. Peace.